This is what is headed to Florida. Take a look at what Helene is bringing to parts of Mexico. Helene prompted NASA and SpaceX to bump tomorrow's planned astronaut launch to at least Saturday. Although Helene was expected to hit clear across the state, high wind and heavy rain are expected at Cape Canaveral.
The places that were hit hard during Hurricane Ian are at risk of storm surge. With Helene, we know this.
Sanibel's only mobile home park has issued a voluntary evacuation ahead of the storm. NBC2's Dave Elias is at Periwinkle Park.
Well, we were at Periwinkle Park, and I can tell you that nearly all of the residents there have left ahead of the storm. And as you can see, we've had some of those outer rain bands just coming and going here on Sanibel. We're live here at Sanibel City Hall, and we've experienced one of those heavy rain bands with a lot of rain. And you can see that the city has its hurricane shutters up just as a precautionary measure right now. We're joined live with Eric Jackson. Eric, what is the most important things for people who live here on Sanibel to know ahead of the storm?
Well, as you said, we have had some people voluntarily leave the island. If you are in a home that is prone to flooding, we do expect to see some flooding with this storm. If you have family or friends that are off island, or there are safe havens available with the county in North Fort Myers and in Estero, then take advantage of that. As the weather deteriorates into the evening and into tomorrow, that is not the time to be traveling. So in addition to that, know that city staff are ready. We're ready for what comes our way. And we're prepared.
And you're already announcing the closure of the office for tomorrow.
Right. Tomorrow, City Hall and other city offices will be closed. The Sanibel Rec Center will be closed. But as I said, there will be staff on hand to address any of the things that come from the storm.
You know, the rain bands we've seen come through so far, of course, haven't been anything extraordinary, but will you have people keeping a close eye on these heavy rain bands throughout the night?
Absolutely. We have Public Works at the ready. The Sanibel Police Department will be out and patrolling and monitoring. We also are ready for, with the potential flooding that we could get, there may be some roads that are covered in water, and we will have signage so people are aware to avoid those areas if it were to occur.
And I think just final question, we are hearing anywhere from 3 to possibly 5 feet of storm surge. What does that mean for people living here on Sanibel?
Well, we've experienced that, and even in early August when we had the system come through, we had pretty extensive flooding. So just be prepared, be careful when you're in flooded areas. And then the other big thing is if we do have any down power lines or anything like that, everyone knows to stay clear of anything like that.
All right, Eric, thank you so much for joining us live. We, of course, will be on Sanibel throughout the evening, keeping you updated. For now, we're live outside Sanibel City Hall. Dave Elias, NBC2.
All right, new into the NBC2 Hurricane, First Alert Hurricane Tracking Center. The new advisory is in. No surprises here. Helene has strengthened a little bit up to 85-mile-per-hour winds, still at Category 1. We're going to have the new advisory and the new cone coming up in just a little bit.
The NBC2